Great, everybody. So this is take two of documenting your greatness. So I am Leroy Rock Gray. This man right here is my brother Timon Brown, and we just again want to continue the series, just talking about honestly just things we go through everyday experiences, thoughts. These videos also just help provoke thought. At the end of the day, we just literally want to document our stages into from where we are now to where we want to be down the road, man. So we're just gonna continue to just give as much as we can with these videos, just share as much as we can. We hope y'all enjoy it.
Where we will be, not where we want to be. Just want to throw that in there right quick. Go on, dabble in that. Shout out to Tony Baker. No, man, but what we covering today, brother?
Today, honestly, just want to cover the topic of accepting your stages of where you are in your process. Everybody has a process, a journey, a transformation period, however you want to deem it. We have some certain things in life, occasions that we go through, and at the end of the day, when we go through those things, they have stages, they have levels to them. It's not like we just get from point A to point B. There's point A1, A2. And along that process, you have to understand and appreciate the stages in which you are, because growth in those stages is going to make you better for the end result.
Most definitely. So how you want to set this up, my brother? Go ahead and tell them a little bit about what you saying. Go ahead, go into some depth.
We're going back to the conversation.
Yeah, going back.
I got to leave Bella alone there.
Don't dabble in that, man.
So earlier I was talking with Timon about some recent experiences I've been having where work has been extremely slow. I mean, my usual income is not what it is right now. And it was frustrating. It's very frustrating. It's like, all right, I've gotten to a point where I live on my own. I've gotten to a point where I have a steady job. I've gotten to a point where I've even started to step out into entrepreneurship even more. But it's like I'm at another place where I'm stuck again. And it's like it was frustrating and I couldn't quite get it. And literally just this week, things just started to click. I've had a bunch of inquiries for, Go Hard Training Systems, my personal business. For those of you who don't know, it's a fitness and performance-based business. I've been getting a lot of inquiries about it. I've trained a couple of people already. And here it is, August 12th, correct? 13th, excuse me.
And he's trained several people. Couple, you think two. Several people. So, yeah.
Anyhow, so today's August 13th. I have, 17 days left in this month. At this rate that I'm going, I'll make up, if not past, how much I would have made normally on the job. So, of course, when you live on your own, you're worried about rent, you're worried about making sure you have all your bills covered, things like that. It's just, you're human. You're naturally going to worry about those things. Since last Wednesday, I haven't cared. And when I say that, it hasn't been a stress to me because I know I'm going to be taken care of. Like, I know I'm going to find the money. I'm going to find the resources to bring about the money. It's not just going to be handed to me, but I'm going to have an opportunity to go make it for myself and to continue to grow and pick up more business from that. So it's been a very humbling experience, but at the same time, I have to understand that where I'm going, I have to learn and take in so much from what I'm experiencing now, because where I'm going to be in a few years from now, possibly a year from now, however God lays it out for me, I have to learn to master little things and master, the smaller amount of clients that I have now compared to the large amount I will have. And if I can handle that and be able to budget and all of those things now when it seems like I don't have much, when I have plenty, everything will be easy, and then I'll never have to worry about things like that again, because I will constantly work to keep myself in a position to where the stress level is down. And that's something that's definitely been a process for me to work on this year, is just dealing with stress, understanding patience and perseverance. Perseverance has always been easy, but patience has been tough because I'm not a patient person. When it comes to myself, others, I'm extremely patient. When it comes to myself, because I know what I'm capable of, I'm not patient by any means. So that's definitely been an interesting lesson I've learned thus far this year. And like I said, here it is, August. I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm appreciating where I am in life at this moment because it could be worse. It could be a lot better, but I'm in control of it being better. If I don't put forth my best effort and don't accept, hey, this is where I am, this is where I need to learn, grow, let me make sure I survey the canvas as much as I can and get all the information I can out of this. Am I really doing myself any good, or am I really preparing myself for the next stage I'm going to get to? So, yeah. I'll be super long with it.
Hey, man. When it goes, it goes. You feel me? When it goes, it goes.
True.
But I definitely understand what Lee talking about, man. Just understanding and trusting the process is something big that we all have to experience. You know what I mean? Just as far as our life, every human's gonna go through a process, and we got stages to the process. We got levels to the process. We have you'll be in one moment in your life and it'll be one process, but might be 2 levels to it, 15 levels to it, whatever it may be. You never know. But one of the things we got to do is continuously stride through it and grow through it, as they would say. We can't avoid it. You know what I mean? Like I noticed for myself, when I attempted to avoid the process, I always end up back in the same situation until I grew through whatever God was putting me through or challenging me with or making me expand with. A lot of times people don't like being uncomfortable, but when you are uncomfortable, you can go listen to some of these great motivational speakers, Inky Johnson, Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one, I don't want to disrespect him, man, because he's nice.
Inky, yeah.
Eric Thomas, things like that. You grow when you're uncomfortable. So it's one of the things I know for myself that I got to get used to. I know one of the things I just was talking about earlier was that when I make attempts, in whatever process I am in life, when I make attempts, I usually succeed. And don't get me wrong, of course failure happens, and failure is not even a problem, because through failure you succeed in or gain experience. But when I make the attempt, I succeed. I don't lose. So yesterday I was supposed to speak at Richmond Juvenile Detention Center. I went down there at 12:30. I was supposed to speak at 1. Come to find out, the lady I got in contact with didn't relay the information to the guards, so they didn't have information on file. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I'm not just going to be able to come in and just talk to the young man, the young woman that's in there, because it's a government system. You got to be on file. They got to check your information, your background, things like that. So, instead of being in a situation like I'm upset about it, I gained information. I know now what's the best time to come down there on the weekend. I know what's the best time to come down there during the week. I know what days to avoid. And I actually got a presence with them now, because I was able to show them who I am and also speak with them, so they kind of can get a feel for who I am. I'm way more in tune with meeting somebody face to face and talking to them than over the phone and stuff. So I found that still very beneficial for me. Crazy thing is, though she didn't relay the information, because she's busy, she probably just coming off vacation. I ain't mad at her at all. She got a lot to do. Period. My schedule had me in there for 2:30 to 4 o'clock, so even I was off. But everything just panned out for me gaining the information. So now when I call her on Monday, I can set up a legit date for me to come out there and speak to those youth. But I say that because if I didn't make that attempt, I wouldn't even have that information now. And I want to share that with you because there's many times where I can make so many more attempts on something, and it's so much I would gain from it, but I don't make the attempt. I don't always ask for help. I don't always ask for assistance. I don't always ask somebody, can you share this information with me? What information you got, can I get it? Because I'm used to doing stuff for myself and figuring it out for myself. And I'm noticing more, and I'm saying this because I'm in it, not like I'm out of it. I'm in it right now, that when I look to learn everything for myself, I prolong the process. Like, it's great to learn for yourself. Don't get me wrong. Learn for yourself. But don't be, for me, talk to myself. Don't be so caught up in self that when you have somebody that's willing to give you information, say for instance right here, you don't ask for that person for that information or that aid. Because you just prolonging whatever you have to get through and grow through. So for me, I have to be able to ask for that help, ask for that assistance, and put it out there. Like for instance, being at Henrico High School as a coach, I want to do more than just coaching with the fellas. I want to be a part of the success that they have as individuals overall. So speaking to the AD about that, him connecting me, which she hasn't reached out to me yet. So that means I need to follow through because she hasn't reached out. But getting connected with individuals in control of like their career success and things like that. I feel like I have great ideas, great information, and a great presence to bring to the students that can help them expand and grow into their life, not just as an athlete, but as an individual. So for me, if I don't ever ask and I don't never make the attempt to figure out if I can be that life coach on campus, if I can be that mentor, guidance on campus, I never know what can really happen, you know? And that's like, if I connect myself with this school and do this and show production and helping students, say for instance, have 100% rate far as either going to college or pursuing a career after high school, that speaks volumes when somebody go look at my resume, go look at what I'm doing, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. That's going to speak volumes for itself. Mm-hmm. And me being an entrepreneur and looking to grow and be sustainable and thrive in this field, not survive, but thrive in this field, that's important. So I have to make the attempt and learn and gain experience from it and trust the process. Don't rush it, trust it, believe in it, and take advantage of every little moment within the process because every little moment is me improving and getting better. Yeah.
Definitely like that message. And something I want to piggyback off of because, again, appreciation where you are in your journey and process. I always jokingly say this, because we're brothers and we deem ourselves as such and not just homies or we cool or, we rock this and thirds. Like, this is my brother. We carry a lot of the same traits. And one of the things is for us is we want to help everybody, but we don't want everybody helping us, if that makes sense. It's like literally if we can give to everybody and help out in some way, we will do it. From the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, if I can help somebody, I'm going to do it. Then when you come back to me and people having to help me,
different ball game.
Different ball game. I'm like Mayweather. I'm dodging. I'm not trying to get hit with that. But a couple weeks ago, I was offered an opportunity to help make an advancement in my career. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, no, I can't let you do it. And I came out with a bunch of excuses. And then I thought about it afterwards. I was like, why not though? Like, this person is legit trying to help me. This is something for my career that I really need to do. I've been trying to do it on my own and haven't had any success with it. And I have someone who's going to not only help me get to where I need to be, but help push me beyond that. So why not accept it? And again, this is part of understanding and appreciating where you are, because for me still, a year or two ago, I wouldn't have accepted the help. I would have tried every way possible to figure it out on my own. But now I'm at a point where I understand, and my dad has been telling me this for years, you can't do it all on your own. My dad is 43 going on 44. He has done a lot of, no, my dad is 44. He has done a lot of experiencing life on his own. Mm-hmm. And he has fought through some things. I've seen him struggle and stuff like that. And one thing he always tries to instill in me is as soon as he learns a lesson, he's trying to teach me what he learned so I don't have to go through the same thing. And one of the huge things he always tells me is you can't do things on your own. You can't do everything for yourself. I'm one of those people where I'm really good at a lot of different things. I don't say, well, I'm only good at this or I'm only great at that. I literally feel like I can do any and everything. Now, I may not always do it exceptionally well, but I feel like I'm capable of, especially after practice and understanding it, I feel like I'm capable of doing anything in an excellent manner. But at the same time, I do have to understand and appreciate that. That doesn't mean I have to. So for my business, right now, I am my business. I am my brand. So I have to keep my body in shape. I have to make sure I learn every single day. I have to push myself to limits where other people would think are crazy and stuff. But at the same time, if I can do it, I know I can get someone else to do it. I can show them. I experience what you're going through. With training, a lot of people find their one niche. I can't say I have one niche right now. I can get people to move better. That's plain and simple, the easiest way I can explain it. But the different avenues in which I use is very diverse. I can't say it's one certain way. So in the sense of that, okay, yes, I can handle things on my own to a certain extent, but as I grow in this business and I start to hire people for myself, I won't be forced to do everything on my own.
True.
So right now, just learning to seek help from others will help me to be honestly a better entrepreneur, a better business owner when the time comes for me to own my own facility. Owning my own business right now is fine. I'm continuously building and trying to expand as much as I can. But when it comes time for me to have a stationary facility and hire a staff, it would be great to actually know that I do have the help I don't have to do everything on my own. So again, appreciation of where you are in your journey. It can come in many ways and forms, but you just have to be one willing to seek it, and then honestly willing to accept it, because you can know it's coming but not really want to accept it though. And that's a very humbling experience, especially for people who really are adamant about their success and trying to grow.
Yeah. That is very true. Acceptance, man. Acceptance in itself. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. We got to do a part 3 for
When you
that.
talking about acceptance of things, but one of the things I just want to chime in on before we close out is limitations and what's the limit. Briefly, I was at the library. The library is mad cool. It's Staples Mill, Libby Mill Library. The area, they building it up like a whole community. So you got these townhomes that cost well over $280,000. You got the library as the main hub. The library is mad nice, very
They need to hire
attractive.
a spokesperson.
Right? Very attractive area. They made the man-made pond with the water shooting out the pond and stuff like that. A little boardwalk, the swings, all this good stuff. And they got businesses and organizations that's getting set up around it. So they building literally a whole community that looks similar, look the same. They call it Midtown, right? Now I'm over there, man. I like the place. I like being over there because of the atmosphere and the energy that seems to be around it. Not a lot of people live over there right now, but so a lot of it is, you got the buildings and whatnot, and it's nice, more modern type of setup within the library. But just the atmosphere, the feeling that comes around being in that area, because it's not a lot of people over there right now, so the energy level isn't off. That's a whole nother topic. So I like being over there. I feel at peace when I'm around them. I feel at peace. Like I can go out there, go read, just sit out there for a second, think. I feel almost at peace like when I'm just walking in nature. When I'm walking in nature, I'm over by a river chilling. You hear the water flowing, sitting on the rock, stuff like that. I feel at peace. I don't hear all the chatter that comes with just being at home or think about all the things I need to get done and all that. So over there, those, like I said, those townhomes cost well over $280,000, going all the way up to $400,000, right? It's 3 to 4 story homes with a garage. All right. Now, from the standpoint of where I am, that is such a far-fetched thing to think about, as in to get to or to achieve or to get or to want or anything like that. And one of the things I realized about myself, I'm in this process now, and within this process, remember I say we saying that you have to enjoy the process, take advantage of the process, live within the process, grow through the process, and take advantage of each moment you have. But even within this process, you can't limit yourself to know what you're capable of doing or to believe in what you're capable of doing. I found myself when I was walking through the area, limiting myself. Like, cause my wife was like, "This would be a nice area to live in," and that replayed in my head as I walked. This would be a nice area to live in. Our mentor, we call him Sensei, right? Sensei would tell us to that moment that she said that, replay that in your mind, and begin to see yourself in one of those homes if you truly want it. Never does he say, replay that in your mind, and tell yourself you can't do it. And tell yourself it's too much money involved, and tell yourself that it won't be achieved, and tell yourself no, don't do it at all, or look at another home. There's never any doubt within that imagination. And just listening to Lee just reminds me of that when he was just mentioning it. It's just like we can't doubt ourselves. We can't give ourselves excuses for anything. Like, we make excuses for everything, bro. Oh, well, I don't really need no help, bro. I'm good over here. I'm just trying to make it, man. You know, I'm gonna hold it down. I got the skills. I'm good, baby. I'm good. No, what that mean? You know what I mean? Why take yourself away from your own dream? Like, many times people go point somebody else real quick to say that they didn't help them. But when somebody comes with the help, with their hands out, you ignore them. And you don't take in the help or aid they're willing to give you because you like, I can handle it myself. Or if money's involved in it, you don't want to spend the money to get the help from the person when the person ain't even charging you the full amount because they just want to help you. Like, stuff like that happens. So I say all that to say, man, don't limit yourself at all. And everybody does it. No matter how much you think you have advanced, no matter if you a millionaire right now, a thousandaire, or somebody like me that looking at their bank account like, dog, where the money coming from? Don't limit yourself, man. So I'm in this process. I'm behind on a few bills. I know I got to knock those out, and I know I will. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, I'm going to be good, period. Because I'm not only praying on it, I'm working on it. You feel me? I'm putting action into it. So I know I'm going to be good. But in that same thought process, am I only my circumstance right now, or am I who I'm called to be? Just something to think about. If I am only of the circumstance I am right now, I will always be a young man that gets older, that rents his homes out, that doesn't own anything, that is on the cusp of being a phenomenal motivational speaker and perspective coach on the East Coast and across the world. I'll only be in this one place for the rest of my life if I'm only of my current circumstances. But if I am that person that I've been called to be and I'm walking in it and walking through the process to continue to be that, then I am whatever I want to be and I'm not limited. So whatever I want is mine. So there's no need to limit myself. Something to think about. Yeah.
And with that being said, folks, we appreciate you guys tuning in, checking us out. Remember, you can check us out on Instagram, God_giving_grind, or Facebook, Leron Rock, ROC Gray. I will be opening back my Twitter back up. I wasn't really a big fan of Twitter, but I'm going to give it a shot. Definitely to just implement some more thoughts and put some more of my creativity out there. Timon, how can they reach you, man?
Oh, yeah, man. I got TimonBrown.com. All right, so that's blogs. That's a Celebrate Life series. And I'm also going to start uploading the podcast to that as well. So if you need to get everything in one place, go to TimonBrown.com. Everything on social media is Timon Brown, straight government name. No need for me to hide nothing. Not saying he had nothing. Don't get that wrong. No need for me to hide nothing. My name is unique in itself, so I'm like, why do anything different? Man, nobody, it's not many Timon Browns like. So you can reach me at Timon Brown, Instagram, Twitter, and also Anchor. I'm on Anchor as well. That's another way for me to do audio and podcast, so definitely check that out. Follow me on Anchor. And then anything else, OneUpPrep.com is the other website. OneUpPrep in itself is OneUpPrep on Instagram as well. With OneUpPrep, we are preparing students for living after school in most cases. But really, man, it's anywhere from life coaching, mentorship, and positive exposure. A lot of things the youth don't get is positive exposure, definitely coming from urban settings. So we're missing out on that. So that's the goal for us to go out and do that. Our next trip to college will be the 30th of September to UVA. So if you have anybody interested, we have very limited space. So get in contact with me. And then you can also reach me at info@oneuprep.com. That's info@oneuprep.com. Yeah. And DM the boy on IG. I'll hit you back. Give you my cell phone number and everything. Yeah, that's it.
Y'all be easy, man.